Yo, what up? So, you're ready. But here's a question. What if that call you thought you were ready for never comes? Hey, what's good, y'all? We are back. Welcome to the Moodyverse. Every shelf tells a story, and every story has a lesson. Um, yeah, my shelf's story is still, you know, a work in progress, so bear with me. All right, check it. This is Lessons from Plastic, as you very well know. We are back with another episode. We are continuing on Bet on Yourself. I think this one comes in a little question. I want to say this one, let's call this one Stop Waiting to Be Called Up. Yeah, man. Look, most of us are waiting to be called up, right? A promotion, a better opportunity, or, somebody in the right position to finally say, you know what, you're ready. It's your time, it's go time. But here's the question. What if that call never comes? Yeah. I say maybe you stop waiting for permission, right? I say maybe you start developing yourself anyway. I say it's time to get to work in more ways than one. So, and today, that's why we're switching things up. I got a surprise for y'all. No action figure. This will be the key to, betting on yourself, as well as you stop waiting to be called up. Yeah, man. So again, no action figure. Just this. That's right. Check it out. This is the NXT Championship. So, this belt represents development, opportunity, learning your craft, getting better. You know what I'm saying? Preparing you for whatever comes next. And when you think about it, when I think about it, it's not very different from how we go about life from a career standpoint, right? So let's talk about it. Like I said, when you think about it, it's not very difficult or different from how we approach our careers, right? What are we taught? Get the job. What else are we taught? Work hard. Get the metrics, become dependable, get noticed, get promoted. And what is that supposed to turn to? Make more money, right? Better stability, better opportunity. Then you repeat the process. And then that's it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with advancing your career. But I think there's one problem with all of this. See, somebody controls the call up, right? Same thing in wrestling. Somebody tells these young guys, hey, it's your time going up there. So someone else decides when you're ready. Someone else decides whether there's room for you, right? Corporate world, wrestling world, YouTube world, wherever it may be. And I started realizing, you know what? I'm tired, bro. I don't want somebody else to have complete control over how far I can go. Now look, I spent a lot of my adult life working for other people, as we all have, right? And I'm still doing it. I'm not quitting my job tomorrow. We're not doing that. I'm not throwing caution to the wind and hoping, this TikTok thing and this YouTube thing jumps off and I got it. I got bills to pay, all right? So I got my responsibilities. Right now, I know where my bread is buttered, just like the rest of us. But I am doing something different. I am moving different so I can have different. I'm learning different things. I want to learn stuff outside of my job, man. I'm tired. Like I said, I'm tired, bro. I'm almost 50. Something's got to give. right? So I'm learning new skills. I'm, learning to develop myself outside of my job. I'm learning content creation. I'm learning storytelling. I'm learning branding. I'm learning business. I'm learning how to take an idea like lessons from plastic and turn it into something that can genuinely help somebody, man. It's like I said, these toys, yeah, for a lot of people, they just see toys. But the toys are merely the door, all right? The toys are merely the door. And yeah, I'm probably gonna mess some of this shit up along the way. Yeah, I'm more than likely gonna mess. You know what? I am definitely going to mess up along the way. But you know what? That's development. That's how we get better, right? I told you gotta keep failing. You can fail as many times as you have to and need to. Not as many times as you want to, then you're just not even trying. You only gotta be successful once. You only gotta find the right formula one time. And I think that's why a piece like the NXT Championship, it hits a little different for me. Outside of it being a wrestling championship, you know what I mean? I think maybe we're too quick to dismiss the developmental stages of our lives and our livelihood. We keep saying, the same stuff, and I'm guilty of it. We keep saying, I'll be successful when I get promoted, when the channel grows, when I hit X amount of subscribers, followers, whatever, when I make more money. I mean, when I get the opportunity, when I finally leave this job, when somebody finally notices me, and then guess what? Nobody really notices it. But what about right now? Like I said, what about right now? That was a terrible echo. The 200 views count, right? The first awkward videos you put out, even me. The course you're taking, that counts. The new skill you're learning, that counts, right? The failed ideas count. The nights you're building something after working all day, those count too. Because you're becoming the person who's gonna handle the opportunity you're asking for. You don't have a choice. Look, betting on yourself doesn't have to believe you're already ready for everything, okay? Sometimes betting on yourself simply means I'm not ready yet. And then doing something about it. That's where I am. I'm not ready yet, but I'm doing something about it so I can be ready. I'm building, I'm learning, I'm developing. I am doing it while still handling the responsibilities I have today, because my goal is not simply to quit my job. My goal is to build enough skill and income and confidence that the one day I have a choice to quit. There's a difference. There is a difference. So maybe you've been waiting for your call up too, right? Waiting for the promotion, waiting for somebody to discover you, waiting for somebody to finally give you permission to become more. Do not stop pursuing those opportunities, whatever's out there for y'all, all right? But don't sit around waiting for them either. Don't do that. Develop yourself. Learn something. Build something. Create something. Fail. Be prepared to fail, but be prepared to get better as well. Because maybe the biggest lesson that this championship can teach us is that there's nothing wrong with being in development, right? There's only something wrong with staying there because you're waiting for somebody else to decide when you're ready. So stop waiting to be called up. Start preparing yourself for that moment when you can make the call yourself. Hey, this is Lessons from Plastic, man. Every shelf tells a story. And sometimes the championship isn't proof that you've arrived. It's proof that you're becoming. I hope y'all like my little surprise today. My little swerve. Thought it was pretty cool. I wanted to do something different. Told you, man, I'm not just about characters. I'm about symbols, icons. Appreciate y'all rocking with me here in the Moodyverse, man. These videos are getting longer. Listen, I'll check y'all in the next episode. Peace.